Is it the gallstones hurting, or could it be something else? 50%, like half, of the people coming to us with gallstones end up being in pain, not from the gallstones, but from something else. After 30 clinical years and thousands of gallstone warriors coming through our clinic, I can say that for a fact. So let me share with you the more obvious symptoms when it comes to gallstone pain, so that we don't confuse between gallstones and other reasons for pain. I mean, if you don't know what you're hurting for, how can you get help for what you need? Okay, so this is a very important aspect. If it is gallstones that are hurting you, it's one thing. If it's something else, it needs attention. So, what are the main symptoms? It's not that complicated. The first thing I would expect when it comes to gallstone pain is that the pain would be focused just beneath the ribs on the right side of your body, okay, but not all the way to the right, just right of the center. You know, the gallbladder is like yay big, so it's along the side on the right. Now, if it's on the left side, sometimes it can still be gallstones, but that's much more of a rare case. If it's in the middle, it's usually something else. It's usually part of the duodenum, part of the intestines that's actually in pain, maybe from ulcers or other things. But in rare cases, when a stone is stuck in the ducts, it can actually sometimes feel in the center too. Now, the second thing, it can radiate. The pain can radiate. It can radiate to the back on the right side, parallel to the gallbladder area, and to the right shoulder. Okay? That is still potentially gallstones. It will usually come about an hour or two after a fatty meal. So if you just had like vegetables, no oil, and you suddenly have pain, very unlikely. Okay? The pain will most often, if it's pain and not just discomfort, will most often come in waves, you know, stronger, less strong, stronger, less strong, because there's waves of peristalsis, of motion in the ducts, just like in the rest of the digestive system. So when there's a stone stuck in the middle of a duct, every time the wave hits the stone, the pain goes higher, and every time it passes, the pain comes lower. So if there's constant pain, it's a lot less common. Okay? So with this in mind, if you have other kinds of pain, other locations, other types of pain, other timings, you know, haven't had a meal today and it's already hurting, then very often it is something else that's causing the pain. And if that is the case, you want to make sure you find it instead of just rushing to treat the gallstones, whether by surgery or by the holistic, you know, option. Because what's the point of treating the lesser painful issue at first and leaving what's acutely hurting you now second? Okay? Think about it. You want to make sure you understand what you're hurting from. And if it's not 100% clear, well, you might want to see a good naturopath that has experience with this. Talk to us, obviously, although very often I'll need to feel the place. So if you're across the sea, it's going to be a little difficult. And, well, get through all the necessary tests and, you know, procedures needed to understand where you stand before you even consider your therapy. And, of course, the easy way out of gallstone pain, well, read our guide. Okay, it's not a difficult shift for most people, and it can immediately put an end to pain that is gallstone related. See you on the next one.